first down from the 42.
Blitz.
Lost the football. It's on the ground, covered by the Raiders.
His college teammate, Charles Woodson, on the blitz. Tom Brady never sees him coming from the front side. Greg Biekert recovers the fumble.
Let's go back and take a look, and here comes Charles Woodson.
Top of your screen, Charles Woodson untouched.
And Biekert picks himself up, falls on the football, and has pretty much sealed an Oakland Raider victory here in New England.
Boy, Tom Brady even said, my locker mate in college, right near me, Charles Woodson.
Well, they are going to, under 2 minutes, review whether or not Brady's arm was in motion, or whether it's an incomplete pass or a fumble. That'll be an automatic review from upstairs.
Yes, that's right. I don't think there's much doubt, Greg, but the Oakland Raiders, knowing the situation, we're not going to sit back. They came. Charles Woodson, first time today I've seen him come on a blitz.
Oh. The question is, did he pull it down? His arm was going forward, but was he throwing a football?
Well, the exact term I can't think of, but if you throw a pass, and as you're faking that pass, now watch, as you're faking the pass, if it slipped out of your hand, that would be an incomplete pass. But was it forced out by Charles Woodson? I don't think the recoil of the fake throw is what made it come out of Tom Brady's hand. In other words, if a quarterback drops back and he goes to throw it at the last second, he sees the receiver's covered.
And changes his mind.
And changes his mind. If the ball slips out of his hand, that is an incomplete pass. But he had control of it. Charles Woodson hits him. And the hit causes the fumble.
That ball did not look like it was slipping out of his hands. It was forced out by Woodson. Well, a little drama with 1:43 to play.
Well, let's find out if my interpretation is right. I think it is, though, Greg, because we went over this rule quite extensively before the season started. And Charles Woodson just, what a call by Chuck Bresnahan. You're taking your best cover guy and you bring him on a blitz. And there's no doubt that football was not slipping out of Tom Brady's hands after he was going to throw it to his back out of the backfield, so he was covered.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an incomplete pass. Second and 10 on the 42.
How you doing, man? Doing pretty good. I see you every 3 years.
Not quite.
I know.
I wish.
It seems like every 3 years I see you, which is cool. I mean, I almost get giddy because I get to watch you on television. I get to enjoy your career. You ever sat back, pinch yourself when nobody's looking and going, wow.
Yeah, every day.
How blessed am I?
Every day, every day. I never imagined, being in this situation. I've just been so blessed. I got to the Patriots at the right time, in 2000, and Coach Belichick got there, and we've been on this magical run. And, I still feel like we're in it.
He's one of the great competitors, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play this game.
Let's go, baby. Feel great. Awesome. Rock and roll, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Rock and roll. Let's go, boys. Get it down there and score. Hey, I spike it. You spike it. You spike it. Wait, hey! Out, go! Wait, hey!
He's chased by defender Tom, scrambled to the far side, and he lets it go in. Quick from Derek Wolf.
That's a flag, Wolf!
Flag. That's not a flag. You're on the run. You don't. I had that.
Yeah, I did too. They just close quick. They got a little good speed,
Julian Edelman waiting on a Britton Cole quick punt. Line drive sailing toward Edelman. Backs up to return from the 16. Jukes him at it. Runs to the right. Julian gets outside. Edelman down the right side, 140.
Special teams, defense, Tom Brady. They're hard to beat at home.
Hey! How about that? Oh! Hey! Way to go, baby. Greatest punt return in NFL history right there.
Were you in the end zone after the punt return?
Yeah. Go see my guy. Hey, expect more pressure now. They hit a couple of them, so we just got to expect it. Good mic points, good communication. Hey, go get to the bell, huh? Out, go!
Brady takes the shotgun snap, pressure from his right, steps up, throws to the end zone, touchdown! Shane Vereen!
Yeah! Way to go. I was waiting to find you. Way to go. Way to go, fellas. Way to go, 2-4. Way to go, baby. Here we go. Let's go. Wait, hit. Hey, thank you. Wait, hit.
Play fake to Vereen, throws to LaFleur, touchdown Patriots! Got him on the slot!
We go, baby! Go, Timmy! That was a great play. Great route. Great route. Go put the nail in the coffin, boys. I'll go.
Vereen in the backfield, play fake to Shane. Tom pops, he throws down the middle for Gronkowski. Somehow makes the catch! Bringing it in with his left hand! An acrobatic play!
What a catch! Dude, that was unbelievable. How the did you catch that?
Whatever it is, that was amazing.
That was an unbelievable catch.
You got Tom Brady. The best ever did it. Tom Brady, baby.
Under center.
Wait, Tom. What are we doing? Substituted.
Umpire Jeff Rice holding up play. False start called on the Patriots. Brady very upset.
That is they're all in there. Oh, they're all in there. They're all in there. They're lined up.
Doesn't matter, Tom. When they substitute.
Well, the rule is if you substitute offensively, allow the defense an opportunity to substitute. But again, that was a long delay.
No, he allowed them to get set.
He didn't let me snap the ball.
What did he say?
He's like, we gotta let them sub. I go, they're subbed. They're all out there. That was perfect, guys.
Yeah.
You know, he came up to me and Earl. During TV timeouts, that's when the TV isn't on anybody. Nobody sees anything. And we're standing there talking about, I think we're game planning, talking about route concepts. And he comes up like, so who are you guys? What you mean, who are we?
Oh, man.
Who are you? And he's like, we go back and forth for a little while. Then he looks up at the scoreboard and looks back at us. He's like, come see me after this win. So after the game, they didn't win, but I still came and saw him, as I promised. And everybody got mad at me.
It's your fault.
It's my fault.
Yep.
And that's why you asked him why he invited you, and then he was mad, so you asked him, you mad, bro?
Oh, man, I just wanted to know why.
Make sure I get my T-shirt. I want my T-shirt, too.
We got to get him.
Extra medium.
That's weird. Because,
medium.
Look at this.
Look at what we have right here.
Bro.
You mad, bro?
Yes.
I love those colors, man.
Yeah, these are nice, right?
They're smooth. They look good right there. If you want one of those, RichardSherman25.com.
Have you mailed one to Brady? Did you ever send one to Tom Brady?
I tried to. They wouldn't give me the address, so I got to send it to the Patriots.
Send it to the Patriots.
Oh, they'll get it to him.
Just
send it to their facility. I'm sure they'll put it in his locker.
He'll appreciate it.
Oh, that's good stuff.
How you supposedly alter the balls?
I didn't, have any, I didn't alter the ball in any way. I have a process that I go through before every game where I go in and I pick the balls that I want to, the footballs that I want to use for the game. Our equipment guys do a great job of breaking the balls in. They have the process that they go through. When I pick those balls out, at that point, to me, they're perfect. I don't want anyone touching the balls after that. I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting any air in them, taking any air out.
To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect when I show up on the field. So, that happened obviously on Sunday night. It was the same process that I always go through. I didn't think anything of it. Obviously I woke up Monday morning and answered a question on the radio about it, and that was the first I really heard it.
It has been more than a year and a full football season since we first learned about deflated footballs and air pressure gauges after the AFC Championship game in January of 2015.
I don't know what happened. I have no explanation for it. I don't know what happened between the time that I touched it and, really till Monday morning, I have no idea what happened with the balls.
The New England Patriots won that game and the Super Bowl 2 weeks later.
A fourth Lombardi trophy is headed to one Patriot place.
But they have been embroiled in controversy and, in Tom Brady's case, in court ever since. An NFL investigation found that some of the footballs the Patriots used in that game were not at the proper air pressure level. And it asserted that Brady was at least generally aware of a scheme to take the air out of the ball to give him a better grip. The Patriots angrily disputed the findings, but the league slapped Brady with a 4-game suspension and the team with the loss of first and fourth round draft picks and a $1 million fine.
Reluctantly, I'm going to accept what he has given to us and not continue this dialogue and rhetoric.
The Patriots chose not to fight their punishment, but Brady took the league to court last summer.
Free Tom Brady!
Free Tom Brady!
Roger Goodell has said that Brady needs to bring new evidence to the table. Brady has proclaimed his innocence from day one.
Brady won at the district court level when Judge Richard Berman found that Brady was not treated fairly during the investigation and punishment process. He vacated the suspension just days before the 2015 season began, and Brady did not miss a game. But the league appealed, and in early March, a 3-judge panel at the hearing struck a tone that sounded far less sympathetic to Brady. The judges repeatedly asked about Brady destroying his phone while the investigation was ongoing. One judge called the evidence of ball tampering compelling, if not overwhelming. While the judges deliberated, the NFL went on with its offseason, with the immediate future of one of its greatest players very much in question.
For the last 20 years, I've been playing football this time of year, and it feels good to be able to do that again.
Tom, can you just talk about what you were thinking and how you brought the team back when you were down 25?
We all brought each other back. So we never felt out of it. It was a tough battle. But, they have a great team. I give them a lot of credit. We just made a few more plays than them.
I mean, you're fifth. They're all sweet, but this is incredible. First overtime, the way you came back. Is the most recent one the best?
They're all great. I think this team resembled a lot of teams from the past that had a lot of mental toughness, great defense. Everyone rose to the occasion in the second half and overtime.
And you said you're not motivated by the past, but a little redemption maybe in this moment?
This is all positive, man. This is something.
Like he smiles. But this guy's upset.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Why?
I would be. Let's just get this out of the way. if they make the correct call, which they did at first, and then they overturned it, this 18-game playoff streak that Tom Brady had, it never happened.
So it would have never been a talk.
Tom Brady owes me his house. I'm the reason why he's married to who he's married to.
Giselle.
I'm the reason for a lot of that.
The big ranch and everything.
Everything. Because they overturned that call right there.
Tom, you owe Charles. You know that, Tom? If you're watching, you owe Charles everything.
Tom, come on now. Fess up. It was a fumble.
I'm Michael Crabtree. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. I'm training to get better. Whatever flaws I have, to make those better. I'm training to be more explosive, be quicker, to have no pause in a game, so there's no thinking. I did this 20 times in a row, so when game time comes, it's like this. It's like clockwork. The older I get, you know, the more I know my body, the more I train, really. You're training smarter and not harder. I got little brothers. Those guys are getting older. And I feel like I gotta compete. And they looking at me like I'm old. Hey, big homie, like I'm not old, man. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in the game. It's the competitive part of the game that keeps me in it, like, every year.
When I pick those balls out, at that point, you know, to me, they're perfect. I don't want anyone touching the balls after that. I don't want anyone rubbing them, you know, putting any air in them, taking any air out. To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect when I show up.